All right. What is the best market for houses? Okay. Now, naturally, I'm covering this with you because I want you to pick the best market the first time and then get the most leads possible. Now, we will get leads everywhere. So let's just get that straight. What my advice is about today is to how to get you the most leads for the lowest price. That's my goal. Okay. I know that direct mail companies, they're not calling you up going, hey, did you pick the right market? I want to make sure you do that. I want to make sure that we look great and you get a lot of leads. So how do we do that with houses? Now, first and foremost, metro areas. Metro areas are definitely the highest cost per lead, which means if you buy one of our packages and you look at the average on the website, you're going to be on the lower side of that average if you're in a metropolitan area. Okay. So let's use the King Kong package, for example. That one averages 12 to 37 leads. If you're in a saturated market or a metro area, I would expect anywhere from 8 to 15 leads, if I'm being completely transparent. Okay. Now, if you pick a suburban or a rural area, now you're going to really get way better results. You may be getting anywhere from 12 to 22. Okay. If you pick more suburban, if the more rural you get, the more the numbers begin to explode. If you get real rural, and you'll find some of the, not necessarily rural, but a little bit off the beaten path, less popular, you will see that you get a lot more leads sometimes. Sometimes houses looks as good as land when you pick the right markets. And that is exactly why I'm making this video. So, Nick, how do I pick the right market if I'm in a metro area? All right. Well, first, here's what I recommend doing. I recommend going to the nearest, here, let me start over. I recommend finding the closest, most rural area near the market you want to be. Okay. Closest, most rural area near the market you want to be. Then what I would do is I wouldn't go in that market. I wouldn't go in it. What I would do is I would pick all the zip codes that border it inside the area you want to be in. What this will do is this will guarantee that you're probably in the coldest area in that metro market. And that's where you want to be. You want to be in, if you think you're in a super hot market, you want to be in the coldest area in the hottest market. All right. And that's because the hottest area in the hottest market just means tons of competition, insane amounts. You miss a call back, that lead just went to someone else. That's how crazy it is. And I don't think we should start there. I recommend starting in these suburban and rural areas, and you will see several more leads come out of the campaign. And then after we close deals, from those leads, then we can go into the more saturated markets after we build up our ROIs in the less saturated ones. All right, guys, I hope this helped. Thanks for tuning in.